Just like to welcome everyone this evening to the Sacred Sanctuary Meditation. Sacred Sanctuary is an opportunity for us to go beyond just the conscious mind, to find a place of peace, of liberation and freedom. So take your time on this journey as we prepare for another week of exploring the inner sanctum, part of us that guides us and supports us in each moment. The teacher is referred to our own inner guide and messenger. Just want to thank Nicholas Hartman and also Mark Moreno, who's on camera, supporting us this evening. My name is Charles Robinson, and I am the voice of the teacher, tapping in and listening to that inner connection, traveling along that beautiful pathway.
Getting messages, people saying they're on the way home.
Nick begins to bring us in a little bit with some of the messages, and just as a way of preparing this journey.
We've been speaking a lot about creating the sacred sanctuary more as a service to everyone. And I really like that concept because it allows for evolution and unfolding and different things to be part of that process, and still having the guided meditation obviously as the core of the gathering. And this week there's been a lot of talk in different groups I go to in circles about enlightenment, and people trying to reach enlightenment and what that means. And clearly to some people that means a lot of visions, a lot of very extreme experiences, and I can't really ever recall wanting to reach it like that, because those were all just experiences. And one of the things that came to me that was very clear, that I found was amazing, was the highest level of enlightenment that we can reach in each moment for ourselves is sincerity. And I actually went to go look up what sincerity really means. And sincerity means freedom from deceit, hypocrisy, or duplicity. Sincerity means a space inside of ourselves where not different people, almost where there's this singularity, and the place we meet is that place of love inside. It's almost what opens up when we become sincere, when we become honest, when we don't seek all the flashy lights, though you'll be seeing a lot of flashy lights here. But they're more extras. So probity and intention, or communicating earnestly. And we come here tonight to drop through the experiences of our existence. And give yourself a second just to feel that for a moment. To drop through the experiences of our existence and into presence, whatever that means to you, into a space of sincere honesty. In that place, if we're truly there, the experience of the sacred sanctuary will open up for each individual, and that is certainly the goal here. And as we move towards this goal, many things arise within that inner world, things that thwart our way into the sacred sanctuary. And this next piece right here is just a small little journey through some of those inner blockages. Obviously, Charles goes through a lot of those with people throughout this process. And so this is just sort of sharing, they take different forms. One of the inner processes I go through and how it was for me. It can be so easy for people to say, just let go. just let it go. But it still has a hold of you. Sometimes, however, there are things unresolved and pieces of ourselves that simply get stuck. This aspect can show up in many ways, and usually very thwarting ways. And they go by the appellations of triggers and the like. They are that feeling from which we recoil, the thing we dare not feel or face. Sometimes these aspects can hide within the cloak of unimportant vagueness, something just easily passed off, a mild discrepancy within our integrity. Yet they remain and feel debilitating all the same. Many of us carried these burdens for untold years, become quite used to them even, to the point where we consider the character which they forged as being who we are. And if we can come to a place of opening to the concept that what we are is actually much greater than any of these things, and we invoke the holy transformation on the shadow walk. And as we go on this shadow walk, you see before you the one next step of transformation which you mostly need help with right here, right now. The most important thing in your life that you feel is really, if I had this thing, if this thing, and to see it before you, the one thing which is so important for you to overcome. Let yourself sense all aspects of this situation. Just allow them to unfold themselves to you. A willingness to let go of what we think we know about these situations is releasing attachment to these situations and opening to the truth of them in actuality. Allow the expression of this thing that's got you. Allow the bows of this gift box to unravel. Lift the lid and set it free. Witness its full expression. Hark all it wishes to communicate. Here we become presence, and we allow these things to express themselves with all the discomfort and everything that comes with it. Now speak to it and say, I hear you, and I feel you. I sense you as a part of myself. And most of all, I love you and wish you to return to me within truth, to be once again in a state of clarity and truth, complete and wholesome worthiness of all the things you feel are lacking. We need really no longer force these things. The potential we hold is to be transformed into something completely new, something which feels completely wholesomely worthy of all the blessings. To reach this new state of existence for ourselves, we must only be sincerely willing to receive. Together we ask the most sacred part of our being, the Holy Spirit within to facilitate this process. And as such, create a miracle of transformation easily, effortlessly, and completely holy. If we can sincerely ask this Holy Spirit within ourselves, the most truest, sincere part of ourselves, because that is the part that's really undertaking the transformation. So to speak honestly, I do not know how the transformation actually happens. I have learned that I myself cannot force or make it happen. What I do know is that you, as my most sacred aspect, hear me, and that through pure, innocent, sincere communion of my needs, all is possible for us. So I pray, bathing in sincere communion's presence, and turn all things over to you. With complete faith and resolution, I speak into and throughout all aspects of my being the most purest, holy blessing. And now we get ready for the embrace of Charles Robinson. Thank you.
Take your time on this journey of 1,000 steps. Take your time and relax into the pure essence of your being. Allow yourself in this moment to feel the essence of your truth, to relax into this eternal now, to feel the presence of stillness moving through every dimension, expanding into each moment. Allow yourself, says the teacher, to feel this warm embrace of 1,000 lifetimes of unlimited stars, of beautiful galaxies of truth, manifesting perfectly into the light of the moment. For I am with you in this moment, says the teacher, as a pure expression of eternal joy. Take your time and relax into pure stillness. Begin to let go of the world of shadows, of false images, of distorted perceptions, of lost illusions. Take your time and expand into the radiance of this moment. Walk with us, says the teacher, with an open mind and a surrendered heart. Let's walk together. Let's move together. Take your time in each moment to find the breath within the breath, the moment that exists outside of each moment, the nugget of truth that transcends each aspect of pure potential, that we find ourselves as one being, as one heart, as one mind, preparing for a sacred journey, the journey of 1,000 steps. Throughout the process of liberation, there are many moments in time where we come together to experience the expansive nature of our inner being. Breathing in, I take in the essence of who I am. Breathing out, I release all resistance and all fear. I allow myself in this moment to find freedom and liberation from suffering. So take your time and relax deep into this moment, breathing in and breathing out. As we struggle with physical discomfort in your neck, in your shoulders, in your lower back, in your knees, in your hands and feet, allow this energy to be welcomed into every cell of your body. Whatever it is that's out of balance, allow this energy to move into those places. So take your time, says the teacher, and relax deep into this moment. Relax into this eternal now. For there is the emergence of a landscape, a beautiful landscape where there's an open doorway. The doorway is a special doorway to the inner dimension of our being, to the foundation of our existence. There's a guardian that actually is standing at the gate between this world and the world of expanded possibility. The guardian has a message for us, a beautiful message that allows us the opportunity to transition from this world into the world of possibility, where all things are possible. Listen to the voice of this guardian. Listen to the voice of this expanded messenger who's standing at the gateway between this world and all of the infinite gates that open into universal, expanded, and liberated states of being. Allow yourself, says the teacher, to expand further and further into this beautiful now. But first, listen to this voice, this messenger that stands at the gate as a sentinel, as a guide between worlds, that's helping us find our way along the journey towards the sacred sanctuary. The voice is a very clear and distinct voice. It's the voice of our own inner understanding. You see, we all hear this voice. It's something that we need to face inside of ourselves. A part of ourself that has come to the surface in this moment, challenging us to look deeply into this now, challenging us to face parts of ourself that need freedom and liberation from suffering. Listen to this beautiful voice, this guide, this messenger, that's prompting us to take the next step, to let go of the familiar and open to the possible. Let go of what you think you know, or how it should be, or how you've been doing it forever, and open to a new possibility, open to a new pathway. Allow yourself in this moment to feel the essence of who you are beginning to manifest and come to the surface. Parts of yourself that's been waiting for your return, for you to quiet the mind just enough to hear the presence of this great teacher, this great messenger standing at the gateway, asking us in the most gentle voice, to face parts of ourselves that are terrifying, to face parts of ourselves that are frightening. Take your time and allow yourself in this moment the opportunity to be absolutely free. Allow yourself in this moment to embrace the essence of your truth, for it's so near. My heart is your heart, says the teacher. My mind is your mind. We are one eternal mind and heart, expressing itself perfectly in this now. Be at peace. Open this eternal gateway. Feel the essence of who you are, awakening into this eternal now as a unified being, as a being of truth, of liberation and freedom. Feel this beautiful connection between the inner and the outer world beginning to change and move into a place of integration, where the inner world begins to come forth into this eternal now, expressing itself beyond the moment. Let go of your knowing, says the teacher. Let go of your need for just distraction, entertainment, diversion, and listen to this inner prompting to go beyond anything that we've ever quantified, anything that we've ever concluded, and allow yourself to be free in this moment, free from suffering, free from the fear of being trapped in the illusion of separation. Allow yourself, says the teacher, to find that inner spark of eternal grace, where you can see and feel aspects of your expanded or divine self, giving off the sparks of unlimited possibility and potential, the sparks of eternal life, the symbols of divine providence. Allow yourself in this moment to be free, free to discern the purpose of this moment, free to feel beyond the thresholds of understanding, of insight, of knowing. You are so close, says the teacher, to finding eternal life and light. As you listen to this inner prompting to step out of the world of distraction long enough to find the light of truth. You're so close to being absolutely free in this moment, free from suffering, free from the illusion of separation, free from doubt. Just take your time and relax deeper and deeper into this moment. Relax into this eternal now as one pure consciousness, as one eternal mind, dropping deeper and deeper into pure stillness, into inner awareness. As we travel together, there is landscapes. There are passageways. There are environments that serve as a catalyst for transformation. Imagine a beautiful open space. A beautiful space where you can begin to express your truth. This space is absolutely quiet. All the elements are there. All the elements are willing to serve. All the elements are willing to support us in our dream. So allow yourself to drop into the dream. The dream is so near. The dream is so beautiful. It's the dream of heaven. The dream where all beings are free. The dream of where all beings have found liberation from suffering. It's the dream of absolute liberation for everyone. So therefore our prayer is that may all beings be free. May all beings be happy. May all beings find liberation from suffering. May all beings have the opportunity in each moment to experience the sanctity and the beauty that's inherent in each now. May all beings be free. Take your time and drop deeper and deeper into stillness, allowing the essence of who you are to open the landscape of your consciousness, to free you from the worries of separation, self-punishment, and self-doubt. Allow yourself, says the teacher, to feel the essence of your truth, to finally have the opportunity to face parts of yourself that you've been disconnected, parts of yourself that you've lost awareness of. The teacher reminds us that we're always there in each moment. We're always there in each eternal now, just one breath away from liberation, just one breath away from freedom. So breathe in deep on the inhale and relax and release on the exhale. The exhale is the letting go of control, the letting go of resistance, and the letting go of fear. Release all of your preconceptions. all of your worry, all of your doubt, all of your anticipation of the future or regrets about the past. Know that the past and the future are just concepts constructed by the mind. That there's only this eternal now, this place of grace, this place of freedom, this place of joy. During these beautiful holidays, during the time of celebrating the birth of Christ, we celebrate the spirit of water. The spirit of water represents the beautiful presence of Christ. We reach out to this great master, this great teacher, offering Christ water. Bring all of your water to the Christ. For we're mostly water, says the teacher. So bring all of your water to the feet of the Master. Bring all of your tears. Bring all of your diseases. Bring all of your worries. Bring all of your incurable fantasies of reality to the feet of the Master. And allow the sacred waters to begin to wash over us. The waters of liberation and freedom coming from the hands of this divine Master. Feel the presence, the love and the compassion pouring from the hands of Christ all over our minds and our bodies. Feel this perfect radiance of light and love pouring from the hands of the Master. You see, this great Master is a part of us. This great Master is a manifestation of our true nature, our divine self. This great Master is a representation of our potential to unify humanity with divinity, to unify the inner world with the outer world, to resolve the dilemma of transitions from fear to joy. The teacher reminds us that all of our transitions can be joyful. All of our transitions can be beautiful. All of our transitions are eternal in nature, where we are eternally safe. We are eternally loved, physically, mentally, and spiritually, where the mind, the body, and the spirit become one with the Master, the Christ within us. The Spirit of Christ is very strong when we release all resistance and surrender into the waters of life. The waters of life begin to wash away all suffering, begin to wash away all fear and all doubt. The waters of life begin to manifest deep into our hearts and goes beyond just the mind and interacts with the purity of our souls. Visualize this beautiful manifestation, this beautiful blue light that's all around us, holding us in a very comfortable embrace. Look into the eyes of the Master. Look into the heart of the Master. Allow the Master to hold you very gently. Allow the Master to support you in this moment. Opening, receiving, embracing, allowing the presence of truth to come forth perfectly in this moment. I am with you in this moment, says the teacher. Let's walk together. Let's move together towards the birthplace, towards the moment in time where the Master came into the world, destined to influence all beings for all times. The moment of transitioning from the pure nature, from the source of who we are, from the essence of our being. In a single moment, a beautiful manifestation of truth came into the world as a spark of the divine flame. This spark of truth radiates through all beings, brings us all back home again to the palace of peace, to the cathedral of truth. So let's hold hands as we reach out to all beings, celebrating the message of the teacher. The teacher reminds us that as we hold hands with all beings, we walk together as one being, as one pure manifestation of truth, walking together towards the sacred sanctuary. We first see a beautiful crystal pathway. Place your feet on the smooth stones, the smooth crystals, and begin to walk along the pathway. Each step illuminates a part of our being. Each step allows us to be just a little bit more free from the illusion of separation from the foundation of our being. Each step allows us to open our minds and our hearts Just a little bit more. Take another step, says the teacher. Take another step as you walk on this pathway. Take another step, going closer and closer to the beautiful sanctuary. Another step. These beautiful crystals are surrounded by the waters of life. Allow yourself to walk easily and gently across this river, across this beautiful river. You see, as we go across the river, walking on the crystals, we see the three monks traveling with us this evening, representing the three wise men, each carrying gifts for the divine. The gift of eternal primordial energy is the red crystal held by one of the monks. The gift of the mind of God, or the pure mind, represented as the blue crystal, and the gift of the heart of the divine, represented by the green crystal. Walking together, moving very gently together as the monks float across this river holding their three gifts. As we approach a beautiful star at the end of the river, this star is infinite in nature, eternal, expansive. This is the source of all things. The eternal nature of our being, our foundation. As we approach this beautiful star, this beautiful star gives of itself to the material world as we witness the birth of a soul. We witness the birth of a soul coming into the world. This beautiful soul coming in. As the soul takes form and unifies the non-physical with the physical, the final harmonization for the soul to be in physical and non-physical form at the same time is made possible by the three crystals. The monks give the three crystals to the new soul. This new soul receives the three crystals, and the crystals harmonize and come together as one beautiful expression where the mind and the heart and the eternal or primordial energy of our being comes together. We witness the birth of a soul. This is a very special soul. For its intention is not to just give birth to spirits, but to be a pure representation of the integration between the inner and the outer world. This soul has come forth to liberate us from darkness, to be a passageway back into the embrace of our eternal nature. Back into our embrace of the divine, of the sun, of the pure nature of our being. We travel together through the soul into a beautiful place where we see the formation of truth. We see where it all came together into a single manifestation of unlimited potential. We see the Alpha and the Omega. We see Sat and Asat. We see Brahman and Brahman Para-Atman. We see all aspects of yin and yang, of up and down, of all manifestations come forth in perfect synchrony. We see the wisdom behind the wisdom, the knowledge behind the knowledge, the truth within the truth. We see the essence of who we are manifesting perfectly in this eternal now. So take your time and witness this perfect state of being, this doorway to the sacred sanctuary, this doorway to truth. Walking up the stairs towards the sacred sanctuary. Take your time, step by step, as you walk up the stairs. You see, it all comes together. For we are experiencing the outward dimensions of these moments of sacred manifestation. We're experiencing the outer bounds of divine providence. It is such a gift to be a witness to unlimited possibility, to be able to travel to the sacred sanctuary, to the palace of peace, to the cathedral of truth. We begin to walk together, coming back into the world of infinite possibilities. Let's walk together as friends, as family, as community, holding hands, reaching out to each other with kindness and appreciation, that we are all one eternal being, one eternal nature, we begin to sing the songs of transition and liberation. Welcome home, says the teacher. Welcome back into this perfect alignment, this perfect place of peace. Let's begin to come back in. Let's begin to come together again in song and celebration. Return to the land of your soul. Returning again. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are. Return to what you are. Return to where you are. Born and born again. Return. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Returning. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Return to who you are. Return to what you are. Return to where you are. Born and reborn again. Born and reborn again. Return again. Return again. Return to the land of your soul. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling this pure essence move through you. This pure nature bringing you back into perfect alignment with this eternal now. I want to thank you for journeying with us this evening to the sacred sanctuary, to the Palace of Peace, to the Cathedral of Truth. Again, I'd like to thank Nicholas Hartman and Mark Moreno. Andrea is not here this evening, who usually is playing the crystal bowls, so we tried to come up with a way of just holding the space for her with some lights around the little Buddha. So we're holding the space for her to come back next week and play with us in terms of providing the pure sounds of the crystal bowls. So, and also her voice, which has been a beautiful contribution to this service and journey that we do each week. So,
I would do announcements, but Andrea is much more coordinated than me, and I don't even know what day we're meeting. Something Monday, something Friday, but I'm sure it's on the calendar.
yeah, just here at the Flowering Heart Center, I know every Monday, night around 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there is a beautiful satsang, which is really an opportunity to explore spiritual issues. And, so this is broadcast through the Flowering Heart Center every week. And Wednesday is the open eye meditation with a blessing.
It's the other way around.
It's the open eye is on Monday.
Monday.
And then Wednesday is the
Get together, the physical.
physical get-together here at the Flowering Heart Center. So information is actually on the Flowering Heart website, where you can check out some of the activities that are going on here. We just really feel grateful to Michael and Suzanne for supporting us in this work in terms of providing us with the space each week to hold the Sacred Sanctuary meditation. Also, there's more information on the Kaichido website. That's www.kaichido.com, KAICHIDO.com. Has a lot of information about the processes and things that we do. So we'd like to thank you for joining us, and be eternally blessed and be safe during the holidays as we prepare to celebrate another birth of the Master that we gave praise to and support to this evening, the birth and the presence of Christ, the presence of divine water. So be forever blessed, and namaste. Thank you.